angry. Some people are upset. Some people are happy. Supporters of Obasa are happy. They feel that, their man is back. He wasn't treated well. He was not removed following due process. So his rights has been restored. His privileges have been restored. His position has been restored. And what you say is that they should not be too happy, because that happiness has an expiry date, sort of.
Yes.
And then you are saying, sorry, sir. You're saying that those who are unhappy and they feel that justice has not been served, democracy is dying, Miranda has been treated unjustly, one man is pulling the strings, that they should not be unhappy because it's just for a short moment, and there's an arrangement for a neutral person to come in to represent to fulfill the zoning arrangement for Lagos West Central District. That's all you're saying, sir.
Yes, that's basically what I'm saying. That but to remove, the shame that all of this had cost, because in one breath, Obasa is saying I was not properly removed. In another breath, the members, 36 of them, are saying you were properly removed. And you also saw that the powers that be at the center, by the center and I mean Abuja, from the police support for Obasa, the DSS consistently inviting the members who insisted on Obasa is gone, shows that Obasa also enjoys the support of the powers that be.
Okay.
But what is a leader? What is a leader without the supporters? If the majority of the supporters had insisted that the man should go, so they had to work out an arrangement, a more conducive way of going.
All right. So take a bow.
So, exactly. Let him come back and take a bow instead of instead of handing him out as a common thief.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Liborous.
That picture.
Yeah, Liborous. What do you think is in it for everybody, for Obasa, for the House of Assembly, for negotiations, that you left, you're coming back just so you can live honorably? What will that achieve, in your opinion?
First and foremost, what the former living has achieved is that the members, are tired of maybe his high-handedness, his, larger than life attitude to his colleagues and around the political space. That has clearly shown that it's like we can no longer work with this person. And then also being a lawyer boy, certainly from the callers and from all of us, we all also know that somebody is the leader of the party in Lagos and in Nigeria, by extension. Being the leader of the party, and then one of your lawyer boy, had been removed from office, unceremoniously. Certainly, after all said and done, like I said, what's the leader without his followers? And if the followers insist that he must go, you find a soft landing, like you said, take a bow. You find a soft landing for such person. So what that means is that toga of impeachment, will no longer be there. That's, look, or that toga of remover, your colleagues removed you. And then those colleagues that removed me, they brought me back. I was the one that left on my own. So you still have that last bite. So you have something to be proud of. Yes, I left on my own. I was not removed. So that also will be there.
Okay.
And then lastly, those people who want to, have their will. Let's say those that insist that Miranda must, replace Obasa. At the end of the day, it is the powers that be that will still decide. And no, since these people want Miranda, these ones want Obasa, let us have a neutral person. So that at the end of the day, it is a win-win for everybody.
All right.
So I think those are. But let me quickly say this. But at the end of the day, like I said, it makes a puppetry of the whole situation. And like some of the callers have said, including Pastor, that it shows clearly that even though you will say Nigeria, really, politics in Nigeria, it's always been come and go. But it shows clearly that, somebody is actually pulling the string.
Liborous, I have an unpopular opinion. Obasa was brought back because those involved know, this is unpopular opinion, those involved know that he was not removed following due process. Now, this is the thinking behind the unpopular opinion, which I'd like you to challenge or respond to. The Constitution is silent on who can call a sitting of the House of Assembly. However, what I know from the different houses of assembly, like you've said, is that each house has its standing, rules, its rules of engagement and what can be done and what cannot be done and all that. And most of the houses, they have their procedures as to how a sitting will be called, a plenary will be called. I do know that all the houses have their legislative calendar and legislative agenda. I do not know if anybody who is not empowered to call for a sitting, emergency sitting, outside the legislative calendar can do so. So the question on my mind I've been asking myself for these days is, was the Lagos State House of Assembly meant to sit on that fateful day when Obasa was removed? I think the answer is no. And please give me just a few seconds so you can respond. Why I say no is because Obasa was not around. He was in town. So obviously they were on holiday or recess. So who called them from the recess? Was it Miranda? Is she or was she empowered by the law? So the law is the law. Was she empowered by the law, being what they've written down as the Lagos State House of Assembly standing rules that they all abide by, to call for plenary when the speaker was not incapacitated, was not sick, and had not been removed? He's still actively working. Yes.
Yeah, Kofi, it is not correct. That position is not correct. But it is good to play the devil's advocate. Here, first and foremost, the speaker is first among equals. That was why I said I would have loved Obasa to exhaust his time in court so that the court would determine one way or the other. The speaker is first among. He is not, he presides over, he just directs, it's like the driver.
But he's the speaker.
In the absence of a driver, the vehicle cannot be parked.
But he wasn't absent. He was not absent.
Kofi,
he was not absent.
You asked me a question. I allowed you to talk when you were talking. Allow me also explain.
All right, go on.
In the absence of a driver, the members can decide to elect a driver. The question you said he wasn't absent was the speaker in the country. The answer is no. And if there is an emergency at that stage and the speaker fails to call reconvene the house, is the speaker greater than the majority of the members? And I have told you by the rules.
Yes.
By the rules.
Yes.
If there is an emergency, the members by two-third majority can call on the clerk of the house. It is not even the speaker. It is the clerk of the house that convenes sitting and
do you draw up the calendar. Are you speaking from a point of knowledge of the Lagos State House of Assembly standing rules?
Yes, rules.
But you said you don't have a copy of the standing rules.
I said I don't have. You said, can I show you the copy here? I said no, I can't.
Okay, but you've seen it.
I have also read the rules.
Okay.
Yes, I have read.
And the rules say that anybody can call plenary.
Kofi, are you listening to me at all?
I am.
Are you listening to me?
Go on, Liborous.
Did I tell you anybody? Okay. I didn't say anybody.
Okay. I
said two-third majority of the members can write to the speaker to reconvene can write to the clerk of the house to reconvene the house. All of the time that Obasa kept saying he was not properly removed. Did Obasa cite that rule for you? Because he knows that the members by two-third majority can write to the clerk of the house to reconvene the house. And in the absence of a speaker, the deputy speaker, like you have rightly pointed out, will sit. And then the business of the house for that day will be carried out.